Hello, everybody. Nadia here from Soul Health Mentor. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the very first monthly training. So, I thought it would be fun for me to show up on video once a month. And it's going to be the 28th of every month. And this little mini training is going to last about 15 minutes. And today, I would love to talk to you about how you can get more out of life, how to get more out of life, more of what you want out of life. Very, very important. We are often boggled down with all kinds of responsibilities and obligations that have nothing to do with what we want. And that way of living becomes very heavy, and it gets heavier and heavier and heavier by the day until it's so heavy that we can't carry it anymore, or until our body starts communicating with us, and it's actually the soul that is communicating via the body to try to get our attention. We get sick, we don't feel well, and life becomes a drudgery. And I don't know about you, but I definitely don't want to live my life in drudgery. So let's talk about how you can get more of the things you want out of life. And there's this really simple 3-step action plan. And just because it's simple doesn't mean it's easy, but it does mean that you can see a really clear pathway there. When things are complex and complicated, then that fog of confusion keeps you stuck right where you are. But when you anchor things in simplicity, then it clears the fog and you can go, I see. And you can make a choice to move forward. When things are complex and complicated, it's like a web. You got stuck and caught in a spider's web and you can't untangle yourself. So this training is all about helping you untangle with 3 simple steps. So before we begin, I want you to know that the 3 simple steps to, like a success system as such, to get more out of more things that you want in life. It takes clarity, confidence, and conviction to create the things you want. It takes clarity, confidence, and conviction to create all you require, desire, and deserve. And for some reason, you know what you really, really, really want. But for some reason, you've created this fog around what you really, really want, this procrastination around what you really, really want, as a subconscious way of coping and protecting yourself. So you already have clarity. That's what I'm trying to say. You already have clarity. You might not have the confidence to address the thing you really, really want, but you do have the clarity. And developing confidence begins by no longer lying to yourself. So at Soul Health Mentor Podcast, the tagline is out of your mind and into your heart. And what I mean by that, monkey mind will make things very, very complicated. We'll have this inner chatter going on how you can't get what you want, how it's too complicated, how it's too scary, how it's too uncomfortable, yada, yada, yada. But what pulls you through onto the other side of the comfort, the fear, and then having to grow and expand into a new version of you, what pulls you through it is your heart's wish, your soul desire. So for a little moment, you've got to switch off that monkey mind, stop, slow down, breathe, and start listening. Listen to your heart. And your heart might tell you, but I'm scared, but I don't think I can do it. And then your higher self and your soul will see your divine potential for you and will encourage you, will nudge you. Yes, you can. There's so much more to you than you think. You are so much more than you think. And that is that beautiful soul level expansion and growth that I've been motivated by my whole life. I remember as a teenager, at the age of 14, beginning to open my Akashic record and my soul and heart calling me forth, and my Akashic record giving me the answers I needed to overcome the small self, the personality, the ego. So know that you already have the clarity. And it's okay if you don't feel confident. That is totally okay. Know that taking that first step of radical honesty with yourself will begin building your confidence. Because as you are honest with yourself and you're like, okay, this is what I really want, the noise around you gets real quiet, the fog around you clears, and you see that pathway. What is the next step I could take? And then we come to that place of conviction. Building self-trust builds conviction, because when you build self-trust, when you do the things you say you are going to do, or when you do the things that are in alignment with what you say you want, with every yes, yes, heart's wish, yes, soul desire, yes, I want that, I want it, I require it, desire it, and I deserve it. With every yes and every spirit action you take afterwards, every aligned step, you build your self-trust because you don't break your own promises. You fulfill those inner expectations that you have. The desire that you have is an inner expectation. And the only way you can fulfill it is by clearly seeing it and then committing to it to build your confidence. And with every step you build your confidence, you will build conviction. And then step by step by step, you create a new reality for yourself. Now, remember how I said that the 3 tips to success are simple, but just because they're simple doesn't mean they're easy. It also doesn't mean that you're there just by watching this little training. It just means that you've been given a little insight and a roadmap. And because I realized that this short little training, video training with me here is not enough, I wanted to let you know that you can visit Soul Health Mentor Podcast. And there's 3 episodes waiting for you. And the very first one is called A New Life Awaits You, episode number 25. Listen to that episode because we go deeper into that clarity. Listening to that episode, we go deeper into how you attain clarity, crystal clear clarity. And you can stop, slow down, breathe, and listen to what your heart is telling you. Then the next episode that I wanted to share with you, and I wrote down the number just so you can find it easily. Let me look, I forgot now. Episode number 27. How do you transform a challenge into a victory? Sometimes we can be pulled forward by desire, by really desiring something, But many times when we don't listen to the whispers of our soul, the whispers of our heart, and when our personality, our ego is scared and frightened and feeling like we don't have the confidence to do anything about our situation, then we kind of start manifesting a really big challenge. And sometimes we hit rock bottom. I know it's happened to me. And when I hit rock bottom, I had to create a victory out of that rock bottom because it was unacceptable to me to stay at rock bottom. And I created the victory not overnight, but with those 3 steps: clarity, confidence, building self-trust, building conviction. And in that process, the challenge turned into a victory. So I wanted you to know about episode number 27 because it will show you a pathway to building your confidence. So we've got episode number 25 helping you with your clarity, episode number 27 helping you with seeing the pathway to confidence. And again, stopping a moment to breathe, slow down, and listen to what your heart's telling you. Does it resonate? Can you see light at the end of the tunnel after listening to that episode? And then the next episode, the last episode I want to recommend today to complement this little training is episode number 31, Daily Rituals That Create Positive Change. Because first we make our habits, and then our habits make us. So if we are creating a negative pattern, negative habits, we're going to have a negative outcome. To have positive change, we need to create positive rituals that are in alignment what our heart and soul truly want. And then we create daily rituals around it. And there you will find not just tips and tricks in regards to rituals, but also you will find that in committing to your rituals, you build your conviction, you build your self-trust in showing up. Routines, habits, rituals, practices. It is literally who you become. So thank you so much for watching this monthly training. We kicked it off today. We just had the new moon in Libra. It's all about balancing your relationships. And the first relationship to balance is always with yourself. So you can ask yourself, where am I out of balance? And where is this imbalance keeping me from creating the life I truly want? And I will see you next month for another little monthly training. And you will hear me in the next podcast, which will be on Sunday. And in German, because I have a bilingual podcast, I'm German originally, it's going to broadcast tomorrow. We're broadcasting the German version of daily rituals that create positive change. All right, see you next time, and you will hear me later. Bye.